Did you know that a single Aedes mosquito can lay up to 300 eggs in its 2 to 3 week lifespan? It can take less than a week for a mosquito to grow from larva to adult. And each female mosquito has the potential to spread dengue to you and your loved ones.
Dengue fever is caused by the mosquito. It's transmitted by mosquito which is already infected by dengue virus. Okay, mainly this is a female mosquito. We call it as Egypti specialist. Okay, and this is like a fever in a way, like onset fever. Once you started, let's say you're exposed to the infected mosquito and it started to be let's say it's bitten you on the same day, you started from the onset, and the fever will be like 3 to 7 days time, and the incubation period is 14 days time. Okay, and these mosquitoes mainly will be active at the daytime and also towards the evening. It's a fever varies from a normal fever. As I told you, the spots, for some people it doesn't even appear, the spots, but once you started to have, you have to go to the doctor to check. It will show you changes on the platelet count, drops on your blood. Okay, that's how they confirm with the viral and also dengue fever. So the symptoms of the dengue fever look like a normal viral fever. Only the thing is extra, like you will have a muscle pain, fever, you will feel lethargic, you will have a joint pain, muscle pain, and also prolonged from that you will have kind of spots, red spots all over the body, look like a measles. Okay, this is all symptoms of the fever. If you're admitted in the hospital, the treatment is like they give you the Panadol for the fever, and then if you need it, as I told you, if it's affected your platelet so much of down the counting, they need to give you a blood transfusion. Beside that, it's just intravenous transfusion. They'll give you the drips, normal saline and things like that to hydrate you. That's the main thing, and make sure there's no any bleeding. They'll observe you for the bleeding. Even you brush teeth, if there's a gums bleeding or whatever, you have to highlight them. Some people, when you go for the feces or whatever, you tend to have a bleeding there, because internal bleeding you can't detect. So these are the things the person have to be a bit trias. Okay, that's a mainly treatment for the dengue. Other than that, there's no any vaccination to prevent all these things. No. Yeah, it is. If it's detect earlier, chances are there. That's why it's early prevention is better than cure actually. So if you started early, then you can just treat it, if possible to treat it, rather than you delay. Some people doesn't know the difference of the dengue and normal fever. They thought it's just a normal fever. They stay at home and things like that. You never know, internal bleeding can cause you so much of the blood drop. The count is very much drop, they doesn't know. So it will be internal bleeding. That's why they go for the blood transfusion. Yeah, we do have a lot, because Sunway, there's a few places like Lagoon View and things is a hotspot area, which is now lessened, but still you have lah. Yeah. Try to minimize your exposure during to the early daily daytime, morning, and towards the evening, and you can just go for the repellent. Okay, make sure there's no any ponding water surrounding your place. Okay, because they can just lay eggs there, the larva can be turned within, so there's no any ponding water. Keep changing the plant's water, whatever, and you can sleep inside the mosquito net.
Because I got high fever for 4 days and I was in standard 1 that time, so my parents immediately sent me to the hospital and I was diagnosed dengue. Yes, I think it is quite suffering for me because I got severe headache and I feel quite sleepy and tiring during that period and was admitted into the hospital around 1 week to get fully recovered.